Good morning. Good morning. Mwah. Kiss up to God. How is everybody this morning? I want to thank you guys so much for yesterday. I got over 3,000 views now, and it's because you guys are really beginning to come in to view me, to view some my videos. Scars got up into the hundreds now, and I thank you so much. My name is Jennifer Brooks. I'm your Southern Belle. Oh, today is a hot topic. I don't know what's going to happen with this. I'm just going to go with the flow. Today is broken-hearted men versus broken-hearted women. So today is opinions. Today is facts. Today is whatever it's going to be. Because yesterday my son came over and watched football with me. And, between the games, I interviewed him. The first thing he said to me was, Mom, masculine men have a lot of pride. So you got to think about it. They have a lot of pride. I said, yeah. So me and him went over some things. I was saying about women and he was saying about men. Broken-hearted women get closer to God and themselves. They get closer to God. Broken-hearted men get closer to other women. Broken-hearted women are willing to love again. Broken-hearted men are not. Broken-hearted women will stay alone without getting into a relationship real quick. Broken-hearted men will sleep with several women trying to get fulfillment, and they never do. Broken-hearted women will divorce first. Broken-hearted men will stay in the marriage. And the reason why a lot of broken-hearted women divorce first is because of the abuse of the man. I know Jonathan's father, my first ex. He was he liked a lot of women. And I just couldn't do that. I just couldn't sit there, affair after affair after affair. And my second relationship was very abusive. And I really don't think God wants us to spend our life hurt the whole time. How do you expect someone to stay in a relationship and being abused and hurt the whole time? That goes for men too. Men are abused also. I talked about that in one of my other videos. They both get bitter. Broken-hearted men and broken-hearted women, they both are bitter. They both get bitter. Broken-hearted women invest in themselves because they're going to show the man how good they can look. Broken-hearted men, a lot of them heal the wrong way. Some of them are so angry and bitter that they actually start hating women or go against women, or, now it's the man's turn. God didn't ordain that. No, God didn't ordain that. It's the man's turn. God gave women to men for a helpmate. Broken-hearted women will not embrace the pain. And broken-hearted men, they will not marry again most of the time. If they do marry again, they really think that it's the woman for them. Broken-hearted women give you a chance over and over and over again. You hurt a broken-hearted man if you want to. They don't give you another chance. A lot of them. And they say it's us. Okay. Broken-hearted women think every man is going to do them like their ex. I went through that. Broken-hearted men become selfish, cold-hearted. They never embrace pain, and they blame the woman for not trying to hold the marriage together. Those are just some things that me and him was sitting down talking about. And we were talking, and some of it is not funny because when your heart is broken, it's a painful thing. It is a painful thing. But sometimes your heart has to break for your soul to heal. Relationships, sometimes those relationships that you're in is based on lust. And Amos 3:3 said, if you're not if you're not supposed to be together, if you're not yoked together, it's not going to last. It really isn't, especially if it's based on lust. Your type, man, my type, you have to be this, you have to be that, you have to be that. Then you're not really ready for a relationship of love because, God is going to show you more in the person that you should be with than, if they have to be a certain size, a certain height, a certain color, their hair got to be a certain way. You're looking through lustful eyes. And the one thing God won't do, he won't get in your way. He'll let you go ahead and be with that 10 that you think a 10. He'll go ahead and he'll permit that. And then when you realize it's not God's will, that's where the pain come in at. But when you finish hurting, and when the hurting is finished, you can start developing. When you love somebody who don't love you back, that's the ultimate disrespect. So if you're in a relationship and that you know that person don't love you back, you're disrespecting yourself. And sometimes we have to get out of those relationships. You know, God is not gonna go against your will, but you need to get out the way so he can do his job. Because I know God didn't mean for us to be unhappy. He didn't mean us to be unhappy. Whoever's supposed to be in your life will recognize your value and accept you for who you are. We're wasting our time with these people in our life because we think that's who it's supposed to be. Did we ask God? That's one of my other videos. Did you ask permission? We're so busy looking at the wrong thing and for the wrong thing. I know I did. I know I did. I went into both of my marriages wrong, and that's why they didn't last. You know, my thing now is to sit back and get out of God's way and allow God to send me who he wants for me in my life. I thought that that's what had happened at one point, but evidently not, because I wasn't seen for who I was. I wasn't seen for my potential. I wasn't seen for the godly woman that I am becoming. And when you really care about somebody, you get with them and you grow together, because we all got baggage. We all got hurt in us, you know, and with me, some of the things that I dealt with was because of the hurt, but some of the things that was brought to me or was said to me or was, you know, was because of some of their hurt. But see, you don't see what you do to other people because you're hurt, because sometimes you hear wrong and you think that you got over it and you think that you're okay, and you're not. But at least I admit that I wasn't okay. I know that I wasn't okay, because when I was found, I was in a dark place. So that takes work. But you can't keep thinking that you can keep saying things and doing things to people and it's okay, because it's not. Especially if they're trying to do God's will, they're trying to be in the will of God and trying to do the right thing. So if you find yourself in a relationship and you're being disrespected, you're being hurt, you're being abused, just sit back and take another look. Talk to God about it. Because I'm telling you, our God loves us so much that the last thing he wants us to do is to live our life hurt and disgusted and unhappy. He doesn't want that. He wants us to be happy. He wants us to be with our mates, but we are so busy in the way trying to do God's job instead of allowing God to do his job. Because like I just stated, God will not go against your will. God does not mess with our will. So if your will is to think that you're going to go out there and look at a person and want to be with them because of the way they look, you have another thing coming. You don't even know the person, but you're still looking outside in instead of inside out. Try to get to know who you're dealing with. And stop judging. Because if you're judging them, that's not fair either. Who are you to judge? You're not God. We're not God. God loves us. So men versus the brokenhearted, stated all the time, God is close to the brokenhearted. Ask him, believe him, and believe in yourself that God is going to send that person for you. And that person that he sends to you is going to value you, respect you, love you, pray with you, care for you, take care of you. They're going to make sure that you're not wondering and worried all the time. Who wants that in their head when you're trying to be with somebody that you think is for you? Don't nobody want to deal with that. So go ahead out there and so forgive yourself. If you hurt somebody, forgive yourself like God forgives us. Go ahead and get out the way and let God send who he wants for you in your life. I'm talking to myself too, you know. God is so good and I love him so much. Just keep sharing. Keep subscribing, keep liking, and comment. If anybody have anything they want to say about that, comment on it. Thank you so much for listening. I'm off today from school, so woo! It's on and popping. Thank you for joining me. My name is Jennifer Brooks. I am your Southern Belle, and I am on the right road now. Have a good day, guys. God bless.